Welcome to Lesson 12, Subtract Integers. There's objective, vocabulary. Inverse just means opposite. So inverse, we talk about inverse operations, addition and subtraction, multiplication and division. When we get to fractions, we'll be talking about inverting a fraction. So inverse, this is a keyword to know or remember because it will come up in the future. This is a property of numbers, the additive inverse. A zero pair, a number in this additive inverse. Basically, a zero pair adds to zero. So think positive 3 and negative 3. If you put them together, different signs subtract, so you get 0. That's what a zero pair is. A zero pair will always make 0. Okay, so important rules. Remember, same signs add, different signs subtract. But now, if you have two negatives in front of a number, in between numbers, if you have two negatives and they're not separated by a number, those two negatives combine to make a positive. Again, watch this video. This is the same video from adding integers. It's the same video. So now, let's look at our first example. The traditional way of solving this would be to change the negative to a positive and then put the negative with the second number. That's a nice way of doing it, but it's a lot of work and it can confuse some people. So what I say do is put the positive in front of the 9 because it's not there and we know. And leave the negative with the 7. Remember, this sign goes with this number. So now we see the two numbers together and same signs add, different signs subtract. So here we go. Different signs, they subtract. Take the sign of the larger number. Positive 2 is our answer. So 9 minus 7 is 2. That's how we get 2 from 9 minus 7. Okay, so example 2. Here we have a situation where you have two negatives in a row. Now, two negatives become a positive. The 9 doesn't have a sign in front of it, so put a 9 in front of that. And on the next side, positive 9 plus 7, same signs add, so it gives us 16. Example 3. The negative in front goes with the number. The negative in front goes with the number or the term. Negative 9 minus 7. And you can see we have the same signs. So same signs add, 16, keep the sign of the larger number, which is 9. There you go, same signs add. Now here we go again. Two negatives in a row. Two negatives in a row change to positive. And on the next slide, negative 9 plus 7. Same signs add, different signs subtract. So we subtract these two terms. 9 minus 7 is 2. Now we take the sign of the larger number. So when you add it and subtract, I would suggest that you follow these steps because addition and subtraction are actually the same thing. They're just opposites. Operations. So if you do the same thing and follow the same steps, it'll be easier. Okay, so let's get off into your problems. And it's going to be the same problems as the examples. So 13 minus 6, positive 13 minus 6. 13 minus 6 is 7. Take the sign of the larger number, which is positive. Positive 13. Two negatives become a positive. Same signs add. You get 19. But the sign goes with the number. The sign goes with the number. This sign goes with that number. Same signs add. Take the sign of the larger number. You get negative 19. And finally, last problem. I know I mistyped that. That should be problem 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I know I got problem 1 3 times, but you'll forgive me. At least the colors match up. Two signs with no number in between them. Two negatives with nothing in between them become positive. And 13 minus 6 is 7. Take the sign of the larger number. And there you go. That's how we do it. It's the same way as adding integers. Put the sign with the number. Same signs add, different signs subtract.